you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote? Of course, I'm just... Sigma, there's something... Are you all... Really? But... Sigma...
30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you. Ambidex gates now open.
So you chose Ally after all. Do you want to go see the results?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here! They're gonna show the results!
Results from round 2 of the Please direct your... Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet.
This is incredible! Look, everyone voted Ally! You did just like you promised, Kay!
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted Ally too!
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose Ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you all right?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something. Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down? Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically! So parent solo aside.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were. Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to... The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something. Something?
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else? Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier. You know this place? Oh, I see. Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me? Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box. Yes. Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird? That's right. It's a well-known story. And it teaches a simple lesson. Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up. Yes. When Til and Mittel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends. It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for. And it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Til. You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve. Can I ask you something? Where did you find Alice? Just answer me. Where did you find Alice? Where were you before that? So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, and then you rushed her to the infirmary. Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place? Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here? See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand. Yes, I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood. Scared? Why would I be scared? Oh, I get. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared. Maybe because you're a robot. Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories. Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you, however you're programmed. I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests. Yes. Well, the atom should be able to tell us. Is someone there?
Just me. Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something. Welcome. I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
And the one in the crew quarters said then that...
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a two...
Can't be sure, but it... Yeah.
Who planted...
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in... Well, I was... Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went... Of course you weren't. That seemed pretty suspicious. And just as I'd suspected, I snuck up from behind. Then... I found the bomb. So, believe me now? Honestly, it could have been anybody could have...
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency you enter. You see, then we...
So if we have the password...
Oh, that's great without...
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your...
You heard me. Chances are there's also a good chance they've also got...
So you're planning to search...
Exact...
But...
No but. If you were... Unless you're clear. Good. Now who's going... Huh? What? How can you... There's no... Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then You're gonna choose betray. Alright, take it away.
30 seconds. Round 1. Results. Thank you, Ambidex.
What the hell were you thinking? Did you hear anything I said? So you're sure you know what she voted? How do you know that?
You making fun of me?
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce...
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Let's get ready to round!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The result!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Here are the results now.
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward, and anyone who thinks otherwise, an idiot. Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
I thought you said you were sure.
Thanks to you, now our BP is down to 1.
I take it Sigma was the one who made the decision?
Yeah.
Is that so? Well, he must be awfully naive. Who bets on a complete stranger like that?
I agree.
Thank you. I'm so happy you chose Ally.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick Betray.
What?
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then, if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have none.
Oh, Dio, is this true?
No, that's not what happened at all.
Kidding! I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah. Man, you really had me going there.
I really surprised you, huh?
So you really were planning to choose Ally all along? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say that's impossible without...
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Mealty. Or maybe everyone.
What?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when I'm pretty sure I already...
I see. Phi, Sigma, and I only have 1 beat. That means we'd have less than 0.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are...
Oh, Sigma. What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry? I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all... That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Oh, Sigma, perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Did you find anything?
Like a secret door or something?
Anything else out?
What's this book? Well, I don't think there's any reason for us. We should just hurry up and try to find out.
Quark has a point if we want to know what's going on outside.
Good! Mr. K and I will keep searching the cabins then. What are you gonna do? Okay.
Then we will see you later.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Can I get you a seat?
Something horrible has happened. Please, you all have to come with me.
What is it?
I found something horrible in room 2 in the crew quarters.
Something horrible?
Never mind, you'll understand.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
I'll go.
No, the Quark is. They should have. You see?
Where is it? Where's the...
See? There it is.
It was me. I found it while Quark and I were investigating this area. We split up to collect the rest of you.
How did you know it was a bomb?
I have...
When?
I'm not sure.
Because of the amnesia?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? We don't even know if it's a... You gonna tell me you believe that guy who can't remember his own fucking name knows a bomb when he sees it?
No, Kay is right. That's a bomb.
How do you...
I just do, okay?
Chromatic door 5.
The doors have opened.
We need to figure out who.
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this. We need a system here, or we'll never have time. Why don't we let the people who are at the most... The people who...
No way. We'll be fair and take a vote. Exactly.
So which one do you want?
Option C. My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first... What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for... How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for
I'd like to go with option A. How about you, Tenmyo?
I don't mind going with option A.
1.
Which one do you want?
I want to go. Mark chose ally in the first.
Then that's what we're doing.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
The doors are closed. Let's go!
Right.
Two, 1, 0. Chromatic.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end? Try pulling it. Hey, what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last...
Please don't fight. We need to work together, or we're really going to... Please? Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other one.
Who cares? I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
It probably stands for something.
This feels like a whole other little world.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
We should split up and look.
Agreed.
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
You three came in through the blue door, right? And which room did you go into?
Bee garden?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in...
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey, you want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up. Yeah?
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people?
You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you. Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9. It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see. Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend. They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really? How could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
They're all glowing white.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are...
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious. Yes, it's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, Clover, you should...
Quark! What about, was there any medicine?
We visited. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there.
Oh God, he's now got...
No, there was nothing even room. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center.
Quark?
Quark!
Good. I'm glad I just got here. She was when you showed. Yeah, her breathe. She doesn't. Looks like. Doesn't look. Figure she. Anyway, give me a hand here.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
What did it...
She...
Oh, no! What's going...
Well, there's a...
Immuno...
It's in... Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir. Right, I thought of that too. Unfortunately... Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while. The only way we can help Allison...
But the pods will keep...
Yes.
Well, then what do we wait? One of you, grab out... We're going to the...
What?
Well, what is it?
Excelivir! You found it! That's the one thing that can...
Why did Quark have...
Perhaps he found it earlier. We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something... Whether or not that was his intention is I did not have the opportunity to ask. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, It had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting...
Who cares about the We have it! Hurry up and give it to him.
Hey, what about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but
What?
there's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this, and the way it functions, it uses...
In other words, we can't split the...
Right.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
No, unfortunately...
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
But what are we going to do?
How?